First up is appointment of Deputy Treasurer. Tom.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, let me say that the tragedy unfolding in Texas as we speak is devastating, and our hearts ache for those young girls and first responders that have been lost. So let me switch. Let's talk about public service. It is an act of selflessness. It's a commitment to improving the community we all call home. Some of our dedicated volunteers who have given their time and energy have been severely criticized, talked down to, and disrespected in a way that's been disheartening to witness. That behavior isn't just demoralizing to those currently serving, but also discourages others from stepping forward to take on these vital roles. I want to ask my fellow citizens to value community service. Most people serve as volunteers not for the accolades, but because they find it an importance to give back. In fact, this emotion is what gets us through our most difficult times with a shared purpose. When public servants and volunteers are treated poorly, it sends a chilling message to others who might be considering serving. Why should they dedicate their time and talent if they know they'll face public criticism, disrespect, and undue scrutiny? It fractures the sense of trust and collaboration and undermines the very foundation of public service. Ultimately, it leaves the community without the critical leadership it needs to thrive. It's time we reevaluate how we treat those who answer the call. Respect, collaboration, and constructive dialogue should be the cornerstone of our interactions. Public service requires character, dedication, and willingness to put the greater good above personal gain. Londonderry is a very special place to live and raise a family. It's my hope we can work together to honor those who serve and create the environment where others are inspired to join them. As your town treasurer, I have the option to appoint a deputy treasurer for the town should I become incapacitated and unable to serve. In this capacity, I would like to appoint longtime town councilor John Farrell. Why did I select Mr. Farrell? Let me tell you about him. He has frequently helped his fellow citizens when most likely you knew nothing about it. He provided that help quietly without looking for attribution. John would often find out about Londonderry families in need of meals, heating, and electrical service. He would personally provide that service, helping to make sure that those people knew someone cared about them. But nobody ever knew. He wanted no acknowledgement. We've all come to know the treasure Chris George from Mr. Steer has been for our community. He recently had some very difficult surgery. When he opened his eyes in recovery, it was John Farrell sitting across from him, offering his quiet support. John is never looking for credit or a thank you. He just wants to help his fellow citizens. John has excellent experience and knowledge and is the perfect candidate to fulfill this role as Deputy Treasurer. I ask, ladies and gentlemen, that you take this next step to endorse my nomination and appoint him Deputy Treasurer in accordance with RSA 41:29-A. And by the way, I've asked Kathy Wagner, our former town treasurer, to make herself available tonight in case you had any questions about her appointment of Joe Paradise, our last deputy treasurer. And with that, I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you. Any questions?
Before this goes any further, I'm going to recuse myself from the vote because of the complaints John has in against me.
Okay.
So,
all right, let
but
the
if I
record
was
show
voting, I would vote no.
that Deb is recusing herself. Any questions from the council?
I do.
Go ahead.
I don't know why we haven't been provided with the information prior to the meeting of who you are going to be appointing. This is new to me, all right? I've said this before when we had our first meeting. I don't want anything sprung on me at the last minute and just say, okay, you have to make a decision tonight. We heard somebody else come up a while ago that said they were interested as well. Having this just brought on me now, I'm going to invoke council privilege and move this to the next meeting.
Before we go about that, I believe it's also the town treasurer's responsibility and privilege to choose someone. Is that correct, I believe?
It is. It's per the RSA.
For the state RSA, it is. So even though you want to invoke that, I still maintain by the state RSA that the treasurer chooses someone.
That's fine. I just
Yeah,
want to
Dan-
invoke my council.
I just want to make
privilege.
sure that you understand that.
I understand that. And Ted, I also have a problem when we have an investigation going on right now with
Okay.
that individual. So I guess I'd like to probably consult with legal and see where we stand with that as well.
Can I say something?
You can. Let me also say that I have consulted with legal,
Yep.
and there's no conflict of interest, and so that's already been vetted.
Thanks.
Dan does have his right, though,
Yep.
to do that. But Kathy, please, yes.
Being the town treasurer for over 18 years, I'm kind of disappointed that you're stating that this is the first time you're hearing about John. We were all down here the night all the hoopla started, knowing that was coming up. So, Dan, maybe you need to recuse yourself too, because you got a little bit of bias on John as well. But the deputy treasurer just needs to be qualified. They serve. The only way a person can be the deputy treasurer is if it's appointed by the treasurer, not you, the treasurer. They have the option to not appoint anybody if it is a courtesy that the treasurer comes down and says, I'd like to appoint this person as my treasurer, and I'm giving you notice that's as my deputy treasurer, and I'm giving you notice that's who I'd like. You don't have the right to strong arm the treasurer into who you want either.
I'm not strong-arming anybody.
But that's my point.
I just
You
want more
don't have the
information.
right as a council to tell the treasurer who they want as a deputy treasurer. I have never seen. Shut up, Christine.
Hold on, guys. It's not a public hearing. Tom asked if she could speak, and I honored it. So,
Yes, because I'm trying to speak. Please, this is in Parliament. So my point is, it's up to the deputy treasurer to appoint somebody. And it's a courtesy for them to come up in front of you. It doesn't need a vote. It's approval. You can do it by consensus. So I just wanted to let you know that. And that was how it was always done in the past. When I selected Joe, I came down, I said, I have Joe Paradise as my treasurer. The council was like, fine, thank you for notifying us. We're okay with this. The consensus is there. What I'm afraid of is when I'm watching here is there is just so much anger in this room.
thank you, Kathy. Dan does have his right. He's invoking his council privilege, so we will put this off to the next meeting.